We have currently arrived in Siem Reap. This place is where Lonely Planet's #1 attraction in the entire world is, the world famous Angkor Wat temples. However, everyone comes here for that one purpose, but I want to see if Siem Reap has got a lot more to offer than just the temples. So in this video, we're going to explore the whole of Siem Reap and see, is there more to it than just the Angkor Wat temples? So what a crazy start to this trip to Siem Reap. We actually got the bus transfers completely wrong and got the wrong date. So we had to quickly pop over to the branch to get the dates changed, which thankfully a young man got us sorted pretty quickly. And then we changed all of the hotel dates. So we finally got that sorted. So we're now here for 3 full days, not 2, thank God, because it seems like there's quite a lot for us to explore. But we are here, we're in Siem Reap. We have got our scooter, which is an Italian scooter because the hotel owner is Italian. We've not had anything other than Honda the whole trip, so this is going to be something new for us. We then had a quick walk around the local mall, the Heritage Walk. There's not really a great deal going on in there. And then we made the short walk across to the Royal Independence Gardens, which look really nice at this time of night. And there's just a load of people keeping fit by walking around. Some people are jogging, some people are playing sports. It just seems, again, similar to most places in Southeast Asia, a real communal feel. Now, I'm not sure if the GoPro can pick this up, but there is thousands of bats sitting in these trees in the Independence Gardens. And as we know from bats in the last video in Battambang, they like to come out at dusk. They're starting to chirp up a little bit. And also another fun fact, they absolutely reek of urine. Like the whole area smells. When we were in the caves, it smelled really, really bad as well. Great spot from Cardi.
So many, they're huge.
So we just finished food and we thought we'll have a little wander down to Pub Street because we've heard it can be quite busy.
It was so busy, but it was good.
I would say only Bangkok Koh Sam Road and the walking street in Patong are anywhere near that level of busy. So we have decided that we're going to definitely hit that later in the week, because it looks too good not to go have a few drinks down there. But that is it for day 1. We've actually seen quite a bit and it's been a real surprise. We didn't realise there was this much in Siem Reap. So we have just visited a Cambodian landmine museum, which is about 45 minutes outside the town centre, so it's a bit of a scooter ride, but it is worth it. It's $5 to get in each, and what I really like is they actually put the money towards local schools, local community, and helping fund the project. The museum itself isn't very big, you could probably go around it in an hour, but what it does have is some fantastic detail around the problems Cambodia have had in recent years with bombing from the Americans and landmines from their own war that lasted nearly 20 years. Can't believe the amount of mines that have just been randomly placed when they were having a war with the Khmer Rouge, and then 500,000 bombs dropped by the Americans during the Vietnam War. It's just staggering the amount of atrocity this country's had to deal with in their recent past. It focuses around a guy called Angkor Wat, who founded this museum and is one of the world's most renowned demining experts, and actually the amount of mines he's saved from exploding has put in the museum. So there's a really cool story to it. I do think it's worth $5, especially but where the money goes to. It is a bit of a trek outside past Angkor, outside Siem Reap, but I definitely think it's worth a little trip and an hour of your time. So next we have come to the APOPO landmine clearance centre, which involves one special creature, and those creatures are the rats. We didn't know, but rats are used all over the world to clear mines because they can detect the scent of the mine. We've actually booked ourselves onto a 3:30 tour, which should tell us more about this. However, we're currently just waiting in the lobby where there's loads of information on the work that's currently going on all over the world. Tickets cost $8 each, which gives you about a 45-minute to an hour tour, and apparently the reviews say you can actually hold and stroke the rats.
So excited.
Shoot at 200 degrees Celsius on the rat. Explode. Same thing. Stay like this. So it's quite dangerous if somebody or video. So astronomy. And then we guide the rat along for the search, along the road. Doesn't care. No scratching. No wanting to go near. Same thing, just to the side, turn around. See that? It's scratching, right? Scratch and click. Yeah, banana.
Beautiful.
Oh, he likes you.
Got a tail.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we've just come to our favourite place in the world, 7-Eleven, because Carly and I may or may not have gone down Pub Street last night and stayed out quite late and had quite a few beers. I've definitely looked better, that is for sure. In terms of APOPO that we went to yesterday, I forgot to actually sign off that part of the video, but they were amazing. The detail and the passion they talked about the project that they're doing was just so good to see, and how healthy and happy the rats were. And I think also it was really good to see some of the history of Cambodia in the Landmine Museum, and then just see modern day what they're doing with the rest of the landmines in the country. I think they said that this APOPO organisation in 7 years has cleared 38 million square metres of land and given it back to Cambodians, which is just an incredible achievement. So to pay $8 each to go there just seemed well worth it. It felt like we were contributing to their efforts. So we've just arrived at the Lotus farm. I think here they show you how to extract the lotus from the leaf and how they use it in textiles. And then also I think there's a boat ride. I think it costs a little bit extra, but I think then you can go into the lotus pond as well. So because we're waiting for the next guided tour to start, they've offered us the tea, which I think most people normally have at the end. We're having at the start whilst we wait. The Lotus farm itself is set about 5 kilometres outside the city centre, so it's in this beautiful, quiet setting out in the countryside. It's a lovely, lovely view of outer Siem Reap.
They need 3 days to continue close and open like that. 3 days. So when the flower open up again, the bees fly out.
So we've just finished the guided tour and we're just waiting for the tuk-tuk to take us to the lotus fields for the boat tour. That was absolutely brilliant.
So
wasn't it?
good, yeah. So informative. We learned so much.
Like, I can't believe how passionate and detailed they are about a lotus flower, but there's so much information that comes from that guided tour. It's only about half an hour, but it's probably the best value tour that we've done in ages.
Definitely. And you can see them actually taking the thread out of each stem and the whole process of how they get to those end finished pieces.
I think it's the right way around to do they offer you the ride first or the tour first, it's up to you, but I definitely think learning about the lotus flower first is the better choice, and then to do the boat tour second. So I think we've got it the right way around, but yeah, we're just waiting for the tuk-tuk and then we're off to go for the boat tour. Driver just handed me a huge snail and said you can eat it. I'm not eating that. Not only is it a snail, 2, that's about 3 dinners in 1. It's massive. We definitely did this tour the right way around to see all the information about the lotus flower and and the benefits and the properties of the flower, to then come to this massive lake and watch them take us through where all the flowers are and how they're made, and the lovely lady's making Carly a beautiful necklace, me a necklace, and she's just made her a lovely flower bouquet. We can eat the actual fruit again. Look at it, it's right here, look.
Got some fruit to eat.
So again, we saw at the tour where the fruit come from and how they're made, and the lovely lady on the boat has just de-peeled them all ready for us to try. They're so tasty. Who'd have thought a lotus flower fruit would be so tasty?
This wonderful lady's just made me a lotus bouquet. How pretty is that?
So we've just got back from the Lotus Farm and boat tour, and it was absolutely fantastic. I didn't really research too much about it going in. We knew we'd understand a bit about the lotus flower and some of the ingredients and properties of the plant. What we didn't expect was just how awesome the whole experience was. Tickets for the guide are $5 each, which gets you a half-hour tour plus the drink, and then if you want to spend another $10 each, it then gives you the hour's boat ride. So it is on the more expensive side. However, the passion of all the ladies there and the knowledge of the plant and how much they can get out of the lotus flower is amazing. On top of that, the work they're trying to do with local communities to grow their business. You know, they're a women-only business in that Lotus Farm, and I think that's just such an amazing thing to be doing, especially when I know in Southeast Asia a lot of women struggle to be more than just a mother to children at home. So yeah, it was honestly a brilliant experience. Carly absolutely loved it as well. So definitely one to do if you come to Siem Reap. It has been slightly overshadowed by the fact that we've just had a bike accident. Literally just as we were about to pull into the hotel and give the bike back after 3 days, honestly a girl who must be no more than 16 has just crashed into us. Luckily she's crashed into my hand and fell off her bike, and our bike was untouched. That brand new Italian Benelli bike, thank the Lord, has no scratches on whatsoever. What's even better is because it happened outside the hotel owner came out and he saw everything, so he knew it wasn't our fault. The young girl, bless her, did say sorry, and she was ever so apologetic. But yeah, just one to watch out for if you're in Southeast Asia. There is a lot of underage kids on mopeds and scooters that don't really know what they're doing or know any of the highway code, shall we say. So yeah, that one's a bit of a shame. It kills, but do you know what? At least the bike's okay, at least Carly's okay. And yeah, we're going to now head out for the evening on our last thing to do in Siem Reap. We're going to walk around all the local markets and see if we can pick up a few little goodies before we finish in Cambodia. So we've come down to where the night markets are, the riverside one, but we're going to go to the old market first because that's been open all day, so we don't want that to shut before we've gone around all the markets. But it's so busy down here. There's so many vendors set up selling food. There's hundreds of bikes parked up. This feels like a very busy part of Siem Reap. It is literally just around the corner from Pub Street. So yeah, there's lots going on and we're going to dive straight in. These markets are very similar to a lot that we've been across Southeast Asia and in Cambodia. There's a hell of a lot of textiles, hell of a lot of shoes, but we still managed to pick up a few little bits, which is always good. I think we're going to end it there for markets for this evening, because the Riverside one especially is very, very quiet considering how close it is to the weekend. Thought it'd be a lot more tourists than it is in this area, but maybe it's just the day, maybe it's a one-off. So we are back in the hotel room and that completes our tour of Siem Reap. I can't believe how much there is to actually do in this city besides the temples of Angkor. We generally thought just coming here it would be all about just that one attraction, considering it's on their national flag and it's on the national beer. This temples really is everything to Cambodia in terms of tourism, but the city has so much more to offer than just that. I'd actually argue it's as good seeing everything else. I hope in this video you've seen just how much you can do in Siem Reap, and you shouldn't just come here just for 1 or 2 days and rush through. You should spend 4 or 5 nights here at least and really enjoy this wonderful city. That is it for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, it does mean the world to us, and we'll see you in the next one.